Okay, that's my cue to welcome you to the 2026 CACUSS Awards. You're allowed to clap in the chat as well, and show your reactions. If you didn't read the blurb ahead of today, my name is Mitchell Miller. I have been involved with CACUSS since 2012. It's a great honor for me to be here today and help honor the honorees. If you read my bio, you know a little bit about me, but I thought I'll bring up an additional fun fact that wasn't in my bio is that in 2013, I was the one who started the CACUSS Instagram. So if you've ever been tagged in an unflattering conference photo, you're welcome. A few things that you should know about tonight's ceremony. It is being recorded, as you may have seen. There is closed captioning available. You are welcome to use the chat, the reactions as you've been doing to engage. If you think something I said is absolutely hilarious, an LOL is always appreciated. And if you do have any tech issues, you can direct a message to Ruth, square parentheses, CACUSS. You'll find in the chat. Ruth is the coordinator extraordinaire for tonight's events and can help you out. We're going to be doing a mix of award recipients and some messages and also trivia. So the way the trivia will be happening is I'll ask you a question, a real stumper, and then it's by whoever puts it in the chat first. So this is about speed. It's about typing ability. You are welcome to put your answer in the chat after I read the question. You'll see. We'll do a few. You'll get the hang of it. And tonight is all about honoring the wonderful folks who make up CACUSS. And it's just a reminder to you all that next year, when the CACUSS Awards come about, these can only be done if you help nominate some of your colleagues, your mentors, those you know and you work with, whether in your institution, your field, across CACUSS. Also, a reminder, generally, there might be awards happening at your institution, across your campus. If you ever have an opportunity, especially to nominate folks in student affairs, maybe increase the visibility and recognition of the wonderful folks who work in this field within your own institution. Just a reminder that everybody likes to be nominated for an award, but it also takes the nominators to make that happen. So make sure that you're always spreading the love and thinking about how you can help honor those you work with. We all know even the nomination alone is great, but it's also wonderful to win, which is what it's about. So before we begin, I would like to first invite Elder Blue Waters to share a few words with us. Blue is an active community elder providing traditional teachings and one-on-one counseling. Elder Blue spent 2.5 years working for the National Inquiry for Murdered and Missing Women as a grandmother to Commissioner Brian Eielson and sits on the Grandmother Circle. Welcome, Elder Blue.
Thank you. I also am the elder on campus for Seneca College and the Indigenous Community Engagement Coordinator. So thank you for having me here today. My family is from George Gordon Reserve and the Red River. So I am a Cree Métis person, and I am happy to be here to give thanks to the land and to acknowledge I am here on Treaty 13, the land of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, the Haudenosaunee, the Huron-Wendat, and all those nations that make Toronto their home. And I just want to give a shout out to you that are across different spaces to learn you whose treaty land you're on and to acknowledge those first peoples who have taken care of the land. And all of us now have inherited rights, and we all have responsibilities to take care of the land and take care of each other. So I really want to hope today's event goes really well and acknowledge student affairs. You know, without student affairs, our students sometimes are not retained. And the very important and long hours and hard work that all those involved in student affairs do to make sure our students succeed and to move forward in the best way with their education and with their mental health. You know, these are hard times we're in, and students need some extra help sometimes to manage all the things going on in life today. So I want to give a shout out to all the student affairs people and those that work in counseling, accessibility, and all those spaces that our students need resources in. So thank you for inviting me. I hope this is going to be a wonderful evening for the recipients, because as you said, Mitch, it's always good to receive an award, even to be nominated, because it realizes the work that we put in to being the best that we can at the work that we do. And so you don't have to always win, even being acknowledged and recognized as someone who's been nominated is a good success as it is. So thank you, Ruth and Mitch, for inviting me and starting this night off in a good way so that we can move forward with the work that needs to be done and the recognitions that need to be given. So thank you again, and I hope everybody has a wonderful evening.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that welcome and those words. I think it's the perfect way to start our evening tonight. Following that, I do want to welcome Angie Clark, our current caucus president, to share a few words. Angie is AVP students at Fisheries and Marine Institute of Memorial University of Newfoundland and the current caucus president. And I love that you work for the Fisheries and Marine Institute. And I thought, should I make a fish pun? And I thought, just go for it, just for the hell of it. Just make a fish pun, just for the hell of it. Okay. And off to you, Angie.
Thank you for starting us off in such a good way, Elder Blue. And thank you, Mitch. I'm not sure there's anyone online that's as sharply dressed as our host this evening. So thank you so much. So as introduced, my name is Angie Clark. My pronouns are she, her. And this evening, I'm joining you from Memorial University here in St. John's, Newfoundland, where on our campuses, we acknowledge with respect the diverse histories and cultures of the Beothuk, Mi'kmaq, Innu, and Inuit of this province. For context, I'm also not far from Bruce Belbin's office this evening. I would certainly not miss his award watch party. So I'm in a different location than our campus this evening, but happy to be with you all. I recognize that there continues to be a tremendous amount happening in our sector. And it is an incredible privilege this evening to stop, pause, and take the time to celebrate the incredible humans that contribute to our work from coast to coast, and the innovative and impactful programs that support our students, communities, and institutions. I'm excited to hear your stories and to celebrate each and every one of you. I think I said this last year, but it continues to be 100% true. The work of the professionals in our sector has never been more important. It is my opinion that student affairs is the backbone of all of our institutions. When it comes to the stability of our institutions and more broadly higher education, our collective work to improve and evolve the student experience is paramount to all of our institutions' success. I finish out my term as caucus president in a few weeks, and I'm incredibly proud of the work of the association and the leadership across our various committees, our communities of practice, and the continued effort of our board to be considerate and compassionate to our colleagues that are currently in periods of transition. To the caucus staff and the awards committee, such a huge thank you for your effort to make ceremonies like tonight happen. All of the review and all of the work of the committees, we wouldn't be here tonight if that work hadn't happened. So thank you. And for myself and our board, let me be the very first to offer everyone online tonight a very genuine and sincere congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Angie. Thank you for the recognition of the hard work I put into my outfit tonight as well. I was pleased to see that caucus has such a large wardrobe budget, so I made sure to spend the many thousands. Thank you. I want to also thank everyone who took the time to nominate and write support letters for their colleagues. We also want to recognize all our nominees and thank them for their incredible contributions to our field. And that's what tonight is all about. So merci à tout le monde. qui ont pris le temps de proposer des candidatures, de rédiger des lettres de soutien pour leurs collègues. Je ne sais pas s'il y a des personnes ici qui parlent français, mais un grand merci à tout le monde. Thank you, everybody, for all your support. And thank you, Angie, for your presidency and all the work and support and contributions and time and energy I know you put in. I always say thank you on behalf of those who know how much work you've done and those who probably don't even know and maybe not even know to thank you. So a huge thank you for your contributions and the legacy that you'll leave behind. The first award of the evening has 3 recipients. It's the New and Emerging Professionals Award. Fun fact, this is, Jen Hamilton put it in the chat, this is the award that I won when I was new and emerging. Now I'm old and sedentary, but once upon a time I was new and emerging. And this award recognizes, thank you, Sam, for the left. Oh, I'm getting a few left. This award recognizes leadership, growth, and outstanding potential of a professional working in any area of student affairs and services for 5 years or less, and demonstrates significant growth in the CACUSS Student Affairs and Services competencies. The first of 3 recipients is Janique Ellis. Janique currently works as the coordinator of Black Student Affairs at Acadia University. She has been responsible for the development of a gathering space for students of African descent, is leading a Black Student Mental Health Summit project to develop a framework for Black student mental health, supports Black student resident staff members in residence life, and is engaged in committee work on equity, diversity, inclusion, and anti-Black racism. Before I read out Janique's acceptance speech, she couldn't be here with us tonight, we have our first trivia question of the night. So the way this is going to work, I will read the question. This one is multiple choice, so if you want to be quicker, just put in the letter. What was the name of the campus space Janique helped resource and expand to support Black student community and belonging? Is it A, Student Success Hub, B, Black Student Lounge, C, Campus Wellness Center, or D, Campus Diversity Office? Okay, Sarah, good job. That's how you play the game, people. Now, I didn't say you can only put in the chat once I finish it. That doesn't have to be a rule, but congratulations to Sarah. And I didn't mention what the prize is. That is because there isn't one. This is all for fun, but excellent. And I get to live my Regis Philbin fantasy right now, reading all that out. So like I said, Janique is currently in Switzerland attending the UN Permanent Forum for People of African Descent. That's incredible. So she's unable to join us tonight, but she's provided the following message that I'll read out on her behalf. Thank you so much for this honor. I am so grateful to be considered for the New and Emerging Professional Award, which brings me a new level of blessings and gladness. In my role as the coordinator of Black Student Affairs at Acadia University, I spend my time supporting students in many different capacities and fostering culturally relevant spaces of safety, growth, and success. Investing in the mental health, personal development, and academic success of Black students is very important work to me. I spend my time working in community with Black students and campus partners to create and provide trauma-informed resources that meet them where they are in their journey. I am so happy and honored to be receiving this recognition for my dedication to student services. I would also like to recognize 2 amazing supervisors, James Sanford and Loretta Chondoma, who have taught me, led me, and supported me throughout my professional journey. They have poured so much into me, and I am so grateful for their contributions to my career and personal development. Thank you so much again. This is truly an honor. And congratulations again, Janique. When you watch this recording, everyone is clapping for you, and congratulations. The second recipient of the New and Emerging Professionals Award is Caitlin Forbes Lyons. Caitlin is a student success coach at New Brunswick Community College at both the Fredericton and Woodstock campuses. A defining strength of Caitlin's is her unwavering dedication to excellence and continuous improvement in student services. She consistently approaches her work with a student-centered mindset, ensuring that services are not only efficient, but also accessible, inclusive, and responsive to student needs. Before you begin, Caitlin, here's the trivia question. When did Caitlin join NBCC? The New Brunswick Community College. Was it A, 2019, B, 2021, C, 2023? There's no. Yes. Good, Adrian. It was 2023. And with that, a big round of applause. Caitlin, congratulations.
Thank you, Mitchell, and thank you to everyone at CACUSS. I was really honored just to have been nominated, and big thank you to my manager, Emily Dable, who put that nomination forward along with my peers. And we have a great team of student success coaches at NBCC, and it really means a lot that they all welcomed me and continue to support my ideas and motivate me through. It's an environment where we're comfortable sharing ideas with one another, and that's what makes a huge difference in being able to do my best work and move forward. Our work is so rewarding, especially on the days that our students tell us that they feel like they matter or thank us for giving them the culture support and celebrating those pieces of culture with them. And that's what make our tough days worth keeping going. And again, thank you so much. I really appreciate the award.
Congratulations again. The final recipient of the new and let's another round of applause for Caitlin. The final recipient of the New and Emerging Professionals Award is Shelby Fudge. In her role as placement officer at Fisheries and Marine Institute of Memorial University, Shelby demonstrates exceptional motivation and commitment to student success. She consistently approaches her work with enthusiasm, professionalism, and a genuine desire to make a difference. Shelby's initiative and willingness to step forward has made her a highly valued member of her team. The trivia question for Shelby, you can't answer, is it's a true or false, and I'll even accept just a T or an F if you want to be quick on the draw. True or false? Lara, I didn't ask the question yet. You weren't disqualified. True or false? Shelby is the founder of the Female and Gender Diverse Mentorship Program. It is true. And with that, it looks like our winner is Adrian. Again, very quick on the draw. And congratulations, Shelby. Over to you.
Thank you, Mitchell. I'm truly honored to receive the CACUSS New and Emerging Professionals Award. I want to send a thank you out to CACUSS and its board for all the work that was put into this award ceremony, as well as all the work that they do with student affairs across Canada. I'm especially grateful for my colleagues and mentors at the Marine Institute, most importantly, the 3 individuals who supported my nomination. I look up to them daily, and I continue to have support, and they encourage me on the daily. So their guidance has helped not only shape my professional growth, but my confidence with working with students. Winning this award reminds me how important it is to keep learning and keep collaborating so we can create spaces where students feel empowered and have a space to succeed. So thank you so much for this recognition. I'm super grateful, and I'm excited for what lies ahead.
Congratulations again, Shelby. A round of emoji hand clapping for you. And like I said, as a past winner of this award, perhaps one day in 14 years, you will be hosting the award show yourself, all dressed all spiffy. Look at the places where the award can take you. So congratulations, Shelby. The next category is the Graduate Student Research Award. This award recognizes exemplary work that demonstrates scholarly excellence and makes a substantial contribution to knowledge in the field of student affairs in Canada. The recipient of this award is Kristen Lennon. Kristen's research, here's the title, Cultivating Community Through Student Behavior Management, an exploration of restorative practice, speaks to emerging issues for student affairs and services, particularly the pressures of neoliberalism, corporatization, and resource scarcity in Canadian higher education. Kristen's study critically examines the co-optation of restorative language for efficiency or reputational purposes and proposes safeguards to maintain philosophical integrity. I made sure to practice that before I did it. Pretty good, hey, Kristen. Let me know if you want me to ever read your abstract. Do the audiobook for the paper. True or false for this one? So get ready with your T's and your F's. The underlying vision for Kristen's research is to cultivate strong, connected communities that center student humanity and dignity by approaching student behavior through restorative practice alongside clear policy and supportive processes. Is it true or false? I see a lot of people saying true. But Kristen, I think you don't like clear policy. Is that no? It is. It's true. It's true. I think you're getting some. And over to you, Kristen. Congratulations.
Thanks so much, Mitchell. I feel like your summary was better than my abstract. That was great. Very eloquent, concise.
Did you not provide?
So thank you so much, everybody. I'm incredibly honored to have my work recognized in this way. I think anyone who has done grad work while trying to navigate work life and everything else that life has to throw at you, you know that it is absolutely no joke. It has taken a lot of persistence, a lot of late nights, a lot of missed social opportunities, sometimes some tears, and so much more. So it really is an honor to be recognized in this way. I will always tell people that I am very much on a mission to try to reinvent how folks working on post-secondary institutions think about student conduct work and behavior management on our campuses. And so if my work has helped to kind of shift the needle in a little positive direction for just one person, one campus, one program, then I am as happy as a clam. So thank you again for this award. Congratulations to all the nominees and award winners receiving recognition tonight as well. Thanks.
Congratulations again, Kristen. A big round of applause. Our next award, before we take a short break, and we are going at a great pace. So if you win an award, you can talk. I'm not gonna cut you off. I'm not gonna play the music. I'm not gonna mute you or put you in the waiting room, whatever the Zoom version is of playing you off. Our next award is the Life Membership Award. The Life Membership Award recognizes CACUSS members who have retired or are retiring from their position in student affairs in a post-secondary institution and who have made significant contributions to CACUSS and the field of student affairs. This year's recipient is Mr. Funny in the chat himself, Tony Conte. For over 25 years, Tony has shaped the field of student affairs through active mentorship of student affairs professionals, active service at several institutions, and providing leadership that centers the student experience at executive leadership tables. Tony's impact across the field has been built in extraordinary one-on-one relationships that has inspired generations of professionals to grow, progress, and to give back as mentors themselves. His encouragement to express authenticity while also ensuring the focus remains steadfast on supporting our students has been exemplary. Tony's nominators say, at this chapter where Tony is retiring, we would like to honor, thank, and ensure Tony knows his legacy will live for many generations to come. And before you say anything, Tony, true or false, folks? Tony has been working in higher ed for more than 3 decades. The answer is true, I'm told. What a life to award. Tony, over to you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Please know I started my career when I was 10, so just to get the record straight. Thank you so much. First of all, Mitch, you are doing an amazing job as our host. Thank you. You are killing it. So thanks for that. It is such an honor to be here tonight, and it's truly an honor to receive this award. My sincere thanks to the award committee, to CACUSS, and especially to my nominator and those who supported, Jen, Chad, Lisa, Heather. Thank you so much. I have to admit, when I had the opportunity to read the letter, I actually couldn't get through it the first time. I had to take a couple of goes at it. So it was extremely moving and means a great deal to me, as does this award and this opportunity to be in this space with such amazing people. I've had the privilege of spending my career alongside amazing colleagues in student affairs, people who show up every day and do the work, people who bring their whole selves to what they do, people who care passionately about the students whom we serve. people who care about each other and this profession that is so meaningful and so important. I guess what's always inspired me is the ripple effect of what we do and the impact we can have as professionals. There have been so many people who have influenced me in so many ways. I can't even begin to name them all. But just let me say that the folks who you would not know, because they're probably more from my time, but folks like Kathy Miller, folks like Susan Grinrod, some folks right here on this call or on this Zoom call have just had a profound impact on me and on the field. And please know that I've learned as much or more from these folks than anything I could have ever contributed back. So I'm very grateful. I want to share this with everybody. I once again want to thank the awards committee and CACUSS and everyone here for this wonderful award. And I'm very grateful. And I hope we can reconnect in some ways. I'm seeing some names on here, some folks I haven't seen in a long, long time. And I'd love to call you all out, but I don't want to embarrass anybody. But please know it is such an honor. I am moved and very grateful. Thank you.
Congratulations again. Very well deserving. We're also well ahead of schedule. So if you literally wanted to go name by name on every single person in the Zoom tonight, you could say something about them.
Well, if you, I mean, it all started, Mitch, at the tender age of 6. Let me start there. I'm kidding. No, I'm good.
Winter.
Thank you again.
No problem. Congratulations again. A big round of applause for Tony. Trying to out-funny me in the chat tonight, but I think I ratioed you, as the kids say, if you look at the emojis. I had to Google what that was the other day so I can stay hip. Congratulations again. We are zooming through our Zoom ceremony. We have folks who are making their speeches short and sweet, but you're welcome to talk for longer. So twist, we're not going to take a break. I am going to vamp a little bit for time. So I'm going to try, actually, Tony, stay on the screen, because I'm going to try a joke that I wrote in Events Net. I didn't prep a lot of jokes because I just thought I'll let the moment come to me. The halibut pun, I did plan ahead of time. And in fairness, I stole that joke from an episode of Suddenly Susan that I saw when I was a kid, which tells you everything you need to know about me. And I was thinking, what does one do at an award ceremony? And they do a roast, right? They kind of like give it with the audience. So I thought, well, who's here, tonight that I could roast? And everybody would know. And the only person I could think of who wouldn't be upset with me after today was Jen Hamilton. And I couldn't think of many jokes that I thought, what's the intersection of roasting someone, being nice, not losing all credibility, and then having a little student affairs nod, wink, wink joke. So I only came up with one joke, Tony. Can I say the joke? And you're the only one that I can see on the screen right now. So I'm going to see how it goes over. And it's kind of like, it's a thinker. It'll take you a second and then you'll be like, oh, okay. Ready? We've got some CACUSS celebrities with us here tonight, including our executive director, Jen Hamilton. Fun fact, Jen's last name used to be Smith, but then McMaster became a CACUSS Platinum sponsor and said, we'll take anything we can get in terms of branding. Thank you. Thank you for the 1, 2, okay, 2 emojis. It's a thinker. Jen Hamilton. Okay. I thought it's a who's, if you know kind of roast. Thank you. With that, okay, Tony, I feel like I've taken up too much of your time, but a big round of applause again for Tony for being a good sport to listen to that. It took me a minute, says Jen Hamilton. Okay. Well, we'll cut that from the recording, Ruth. Ruth, cut it from the recording. And thank you so much, Tony. We're going right from your speech into the next section. There was nothing in between just now, if you're watching the recording. Sorry if it jumped there for a second. The next award that we'll be presenting tonight is the Innovation Award, which has 4 recipients, which is pretty innovative. This award recognizes a new or innovative program or service on a campus that has been developed with participation or leadership by a CACUSS member institution or individual. The program or service exemplifies innovation and excellence and could serve as a model or example of promising practice for other CACUSS member institutions. The first recipient of this award is, I should have been doing drum roll the whole time, Renison University College's Belonging Project. This is, I hope the verbal clapping I'm doing too is helping. This project addresses gaps in student belonging experienced by equity deserving students. Renison's Student Experience and Housing Department tackled how a student feels they belong at the college in terms of its physical environment, opportunities for students to connect with peers from similar equity deserving backgrounds, and the ability for their students to access peer mentorship or support. Before I invite Ryan Connell to accept this award on behalf of the Belonging Project team, and Ryan, you don't even need to tell the rest of the team that they won, just take all the glory. I'll ask the next trivia question. It's another multiple choice, so get ready with your ABCDs. Since fall 2024, Renison's Belonging Project has hosted which of the following recurring events? A, Queer and Cozy. B, Mature Student Coffee Chat. C, Neuro Night. D, all of the above. Stephanie, quick on the draw with the D. It's always all of the above. If you're ever doing a standardized test, it's always all of the above. Yes, they do it all, folks. And with that, Ryan, over to you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Mitch, for the kind words, and thank you to CACUSS as a whole for this award. For us at Renison University College at the University of Waterloo, we really are a focused community at looking at how do we ensure that students feel like they belong within their environment, within the community that they call home, and a place where they can come and thrive within our community. For us, this is a really meaningful opportunity to recognize the hard work of so much that has gone into our Belonging Project for the past 2 years. And so I'd be remiss not to thank a few folks that are here today. And so our Vice President of Student Affairs and Global Engagement, Tanya Mizer-Mijas, a big thank you because of her leadership and her understanding of how important belonging is to ensure that our students feel like they have a home on the campus of the University of Waterloo beyond just a traditional residence room space is truly appreciated. And so I'm so grateful and thankful for her leadership. Another individual who is here, who is a big part of making the Belonging Project into action, is Stephanie Kraft, who is our student experience specialist at Renison and has been so important in ensuring and advancing the work that has been happening at Renison to ensure that our equity deserving students have a place to call home and find a sense of community and belonging here at the college. So thank you so much for this award. For us, we know that there are moments on our campus where students don't always feel like they belong, that they don't have a place that feels like a home to them. And so for us, we are continued to be dedicated in ensuring that all students have a place where they feel connected, they are creating their friendship and communities, and that they have a place that knows that cares about them and is offering support. And so we're so grateful for that. I do want to quickly also give a bit of a shout out to Tony Conte here too, because 22 years ago, I would have started as a resident advisor in my student affairs journey. And Tony was the keynote speaker at our student leadership conference 22 years ago, and he taught me Tony twirls. And so I continue 22 years later, Tony, I remember that so fondly, and I am so grateful for your leadership. And so congratulations as well to you this evening for your award. But thank you everyone so much. It has been, it's such a nice way for our small little college here on the campus of the University of Waterloo to be acknowledged. And so thank you so very much.
Congratulations again, Belonging Project team. And Stephanie, and unfortunately it was very nice that Ryan singled you out with the thanks, but now we know that you knew the answer from the start. And this was an inside job, your answer. So I am going to award Danielle with the points, which again amount to nothing. But I am a man of honor, and CACUSS gave me all the power to award these points. And so a big congratulations again to the Belonging Project. The second recipient is University of Waterloo's Community Leadership Certificate. Woo! Actually, I should have been doing sound effects the whole time, since that's a skill of mine. The Community Leadership Certificate is a values-driven student leadership program focused on anti-oppressive and community-centered leadership. It was developed by students for students who were inspired to reimagine and innovate on student leadership learning in ways that reflected the leadership they need and desired, considering an increasingly complex and changing world. The trivia question is, and it's a multiple choice ABC. Get the fingers ready. What are some benefits of the CLC, the Community Leadership Certificate? A, to reflect on student experiences and articulate learnings. B, to enhance student resumes by developing valuable soft skills. C, all of the above. Aisling, good. Okay, yes, it is C. Stephanie, this was now your moment to come in with the all of the above and get the points. I would now like to invite Sam Gurman to speak on behalf of the team. Sam Gurman and guest.
Yes, our students lovingly placed King Warrior behind me for today. So thank you so much. We're so honored to receive this award tonight. Thank you to our nominators and all the care that you put into the submission. It's a real honor to get to speak to the magic of this program, but as we know, these things don't run with just one person. There's a whole team of beautiful people who really make this program what it is. I think especially right now, we need spaces to collectively imagine and practice what leadership can look like outside of a power acquisition model. Whether through our caregiving, our friendships, or our work, CLC is a reminder to walk towards leadership that is used to dismantle these systems of violence that get louder each day. It wouldn't be right to talk about leadership without acknowledging how wrong it can go when it is rooted in colonialism and violence. My heart continues to be with the people of Palestine. Lebanon. And Iran, and so many other places. That are being impacted by leadership that is mishandled. At CLC, it's a space where we're challenged to step into leadership that embodies curiosity, compassion, and power sharing. In my experience, with great joy, so many students tend to already hold this wisdom, and they're just looking for opportunities to connect with peers as a form of resistance and authentic community building. CLC was built in response to this desire that they named so clearly and proudly, and it's been created by students and for students on campus. It's our hope that CLC is one of the spaces that they can dream and wonder together. And as I said, this program was created by students, and it's nothing without our incredible team of student facilitators who hold these conversations with such passion and skill. These folks are intentionally holding conversations that challenge us to think about how we've been impacted by leaders and how we want to impact others through our own innate leadership. And they generously weave their stories into these workshops each time they facilitate. As staff, it's been an invitation for us to think critically about how we're upholding colonial structures through our work and ways of being so that we can meet students more authentically with an aligned focus. And our facilitation team is truly the heart of this program, and they breathe so much light into what otherwise was an idea and a set of slide decks. I'm grateful to know them and to learn from them. In order for a program like this to exist, we need a leadership team that is willing to stand behind it and advocate for these conversations. And we're so lucky in the SSO to have the support of folks who are committed to championing this type of content. And a special thanks to Jazz, who's in the room with me tonight, for paving the way for us to stand firmly in our belief that anti-oppressive practice needs to be the foundation of all that we do. You protect these spaces and allow us to move with confidence. I also want to shout out Rachel, who's in the room tonight too, who created the beautiful design and branding package for our program. What they created tells such a beautiful visual story alongside the content. The Community Leadership Certificate is a culmination of collective hope from so many wonderful people, and truly a belief that leadership is about walking towards connection, even or maybe especially through conflict. And I'm just so grateful to get to be a part of a community that really holds that at its center. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sam. Clearly a lot of heart and solidarity goes into the work, and well said. And congratulations again. Big round of applause. The third recipient of the Innovation Award is the More Than Work program, a transformative initiative that strengthens student success, employability, and well-being at Memorial University. More Than Work offers a proactive and research-informed solution that recognizes that what is often labeled a skills gap is more accurately an awareness gap. The next trivia question is, the more, and it's a ABCD multiple choice, the More Than Work workshop series supports students both in Memorial's undergraduate career experience program, MUSEP is how, Danielle, I'm gonna guess it's yeah. And the International Student Work Experience program is swept. Approximately how many student work experiences are created each year through MUSEP and ISWEP combined? I hope you all got the reports that we sent out ahead of time. A, 500, B, 900, C, 1,400, D, 2,500. It's a tricky one. Not obvious. The answer is twist. Good job, Danielle. It's C, 1,400. D, you're asking too much of Danielle and the team with 2,500. Okay, 1,400 is still excellent. Danielle, ignore the people who said D. 1,400 is amazing. I'm now going to invite Danielle Jackson to speak on behalf of the team.
Thank you, Mitchell. I want to start by thanking the CACUSS community for this honor. Myself and my colleague Dave Penny, who is also on the call, accept this award on behalf of the Office of Career Development at Memorial University. We are genuinely grateful to be recognized along so many inspiring colleagues doing meaningful student-centered work across the country. This award is especially meaningful to our team because it really does reflect a shared belief at the heart of our profession, and that learning happens everywhere, and not just in the classroom. And the work that we do to support students' growth and confidence and well-being truly matters. So in the program of More Than Work, the innovation has really lies in the reframing of campus employment, such as MUSEP and ISWEP. It's a powerful form of experiential learning. So the More Than Work series supports students in identifying their transferable skills that they're already developing, build a shared language that they can share amongst themselves, and then proudly document all that learning in a meaningful way. With a lot of focus on guided reflection, we're able to hear from our students, and they're so proud to tell their stories. It certainly fills up the team's cup every time we get in a room and deliver this. And we have seen over 1,000 students move through this series. And what has been especially powerful is the impact on their confidence. When students can name their strengths, recognize their progress, and understand the value of their experiences and share it with their peers, it does really strengthen belonging and foster purpose in that space. And we will be presenting at CACUSS, but early survey data is indicating that this program is really helping with skill awareness and fostering confidence and deeper community connection to the campus. With that being said, I couldn't, close this out without acknowledging the amazing support of Dr. Christine Arnold, Dr. Jennifer Brown, Denise Hooper, and my co-pilot, Dave Penny, on the call, and the amazing Student Life team. We are incredibly honored to be recognized by CACUSS. So thank you so, so much.
Thank you. Congratulations again. More Than Workshop Series team. Clap, clap. And good cross promotion with the conference. Well done, well done. Everybody should have gotten an email today about the conference and the program. So make sure you register to hear more about this workshop series and other wonderful initiatives by our student affairs folks across the country. And sorry, I said ISWEP. I guess it's ISWEP. ISWEP. So I'm just saying it a few times. Ruth will consider this like ADR, and we'll just, in the recording, make it that I actually said it correctly. ISWEP.
Okay.
The final recipient of the Innovation Award is okay, Sterling. That's your last warning, and then I kick you out of, or I send you a very accusatory DM later. The final recipient, threw me off my game, Sterling. The final recipient of the Innovation Award is University of Waterloo's To Be Honest, the musical. TBH, as it's fondly called, is not just educational theater. It's a musical production that follows student actors in the roles of 8 first-year students through university. This production is part of the new students' orientation schedule every fall. The next trivia question is not multiple choice. It's going to be a number. It's going to be a year. So get your fingers ready. In what year was TBH, as it's fondly called, first delivered? Give a few more seconds. I should have sung the question. Would have been relevant. I'll sing the answer. And Ruth will auto tune the singing in post production, right? Because I have no singing ability. The answer is 2022. Congratulations, Carol Murphy. I have no pitch, sorry. So congratulations, 2022. Thank you, Sam, who has been a constant supporter throughout this entire ceremony with the law reactions also. I'm going to invite now Paula Bornicelli to accept the award on behalf of the team. If Paula is here, I know we're running a bit ahead of schedule. I think Paula isn't here yet. We're going to come back. We're going to come back to TBH. While I currently fill the time with a one-man performance of TBH the musical. No, could you imagine? Although, could I? Should I? No, what we're actually going to do is take a break right now. So we're going to take a 5-minute break until 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's where I am. I'm going to recognize my identity, positionality, and all this. So whatever time it is where you are, add 5 minutes to it. That's when we're going to come back, because we still have more award categories to present. So rejoin us after the short break. Even if you already were here and you won and you gave your speech, come back after the break. We're going to continue celebrating our colleagues. I'll be here all night, folks. Welcome back to the CACUSS Awards. We are going to go back to our last award because the presenter is here. Sorry to them. We're running a little bit ahead of schedule, so all good. I'm going to redo the intro, but I'm not going to redo the trivia question because we got some cheaters here tonight who would just love to get that $100 cash prize. The final recipient of the Innovation Award is University of Waterloo's To Be Honest, the musical. TBH, as it's fondly called, is not just educational theater. It's a musical production that follows student actors in the roles of 8 first-year students through university. This production is part of the new students' orientation schedule every fall. And Paula, we heard that it was first delivered in 2022. And you missed out on my singing, which is actually a good thing for you. I'm going to be honest. I don't think I'd make the cut for casting. Congratulations, Paula. Over to you.
Oh, hello everyone. Thank you for awarding To Be Honest, the musical, for the Innovation Award. A part of why this show is innovative is its purpose of taking multiple pages worth of innovation about the university and condensing it to an entertaining musical for first years to enjoy. And this has helped cement the goals of the show, those being making first years aware of some of the resources on campus, empowering new students to have agency and advocate for themselves, build a sense of belonging into this new community. And having been a part of this show in different capacities since its rebrand to Be Honest, in 2022, as mentioned, I have seen its impact firsthand that it leaves on students. And I want to highlight some of the folks who have brought it to where it currently stands. So Monica Durlack, our previous stage manager, assistant director, and script contributor. Becky Rowe and Sandra Gibson are co-producers who have pushed to bring the show back past COVID and continue to push to see this show every single year. And finally, Amanda Kine, our amazing director, lead script writer, and has done a lot of work for the show since 2022, and unfortunately won't be joining us this year, but has brought in our new director, Eric. And I finally encourage everyone here to listen to our song, To Be Honest. It's available on Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations. Drop a link, Paula. People were wondering where we can hear TBH. Let's get those views up. Congratulations again. A big round of applause. Paula, lead roll to you. Spirit fingers. These aren't spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers. Congratulations again. And yeah, for sure, drop the link. I'm going to listen right after this is done. I love good musical theater. As you can tell, you missed earlier, I said I used to watch Suddenly Susan as a child. So obviously I'm a musical theater lover now. You can draw the connections between my life history. Congratulations, TBH. The next award presentation is the Award of Excellence in Student Affairs, which has 3 excellent recipients. This award is presented in recognition of leadership in student affairs, active participation in over 10 years in the developing and supporting department and institution-wide initiatives, and significant achievement and distinguished contribution to the development and promotion of student affairs and services. The first award goes to Bruce Belbin. Beep, 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 beep. Bruce is the Director, Student Life at Memorial University. He's there.
Great picture.
There you go. His career reflects sustained transformative leadership that has strengthened student affairs practice at the institutional, regional, and national levels. Over more than 3 decades, he has consistently advanced student-centered services, elevated professional standards, and developed the next generation of leaders in Canadian post-secondary education. No big deal. The next trivia question, not yet, but get ready. The next trivia question. In addition to CACUSS, what other Canadian Student Affairs and Services Association has Bruce been involved in over the years as an executive member and contributor to regional collaboration and strategic dialogue? Longest question. You got to spell it right. Sorry, Jen. I'm a stickler. Jen. You're missing. So I'm gonna give it to Sarah. Congratulations, it is CACUSS. And Bruce and friends, over to you. Congratulations.
Hi, everybody. Hope you can hear us okay. Thumbs up. Yep, good, right. Super. So thanks. I am honored and humbled. I'm also a little miffed because usually I like to know what's going on. I got caught off guard by this. So as my team will tell you that I do like to know what's happening, and I usually try to figure things out because I sniff around and I suspect things, but I never got a wind of this at all. So that's okay. I got over being miffed. So I am truly honored and humbled. This may be an indication that I'm old as well. So the other thing I mentioned about now that I saw Tony Conti online is that he gets to retire before me. So Tony, buddy, we're gonna have a chat, I think. And I also know that Jen McMillan is leaving to go elsewhere too. So I think the time might be up soon. First of all, goes. Anyway, it's a great honor. So for me, I've been around a while, as you all know, and I've had a chance to work with lots of people. And my career brought me to Alberta for 3 years. So my colleagues at NAIT carried me quite a bit. And my colleagues at Grunfeld College in Corner Brook, same thing. And my colleagues here in this room and others. You don't win awards or get acknowledged or recognized unless you have a great team. So I recognize that. And I thank everybody. I got a lot of advice when I was 24 years old and I started in this career. And the best advice I got was find home. And the home that I was advised to find was something in your profession where you're comfortable and where you're able to prosper and you're able to do some good things. And CACUSS was certainly it. Over the years, my career has expanded beyond general student services, and I've always kept that home. So CACUSS, solid. If you're young and you're just starting the profession, I urge you to continue on and stick with it. It's a great organization, and it's reflected in all the people you see on this call and the ones you meet at conferences, the ones you interact with. So thanks, everybody. I really do appreciate it, and solid. Appreciate it.
Congrats, Bruce.
Big round of applause. Obviously, well respected and clearly loved. Congratulations to you again. I hope you all have a wonderful after party. Don't know where it's at. Send me the location. Maybe I'll swing by if you're anywhere in Montreal. Probably not. Right, Bruce. But congratulations again. And folks, we are here to honor, not to shame. But Jen, did you edit your answer? Oh no, you did it. You did it. Where did you? Oh, you put it again. I see. Okay, nice try. Nice try, Jen. The second award goes to Jen McMillan. As Vice Provost, students at Toronto Metropolitan University, Jen leads a complex portfolio serving over 45,000 students, embedding well-being, equity, and student success as institutional priorities. With more than 25 years of transformative leadership across Canadian post-secondary education, Jen has strengthened the bridge between academic and student affairs while championing data-informed, equity-focused strategy. This trivia question is, and it was within what I just said, it's multiple choice. What is Jen's current job title? Is it A, Vice President Students, B, Dean of Students, C, Vice Provost Students? The answer is, no one else wants to try. We're all just going to give it up. It is C, Vice Provost Students. Congratulations, Jen. Over to you.
Thanks very much, Mitch. Without even knowing it, that was a trick question. As Bruce alluded to, as I'm heading off in another direction, really, Bruce, you always are the one to show off. So you're showing off with the biggest accompaniment, biggest showing. I'm waiting for the Gatorade over the head, so to really celebrate your accomplishments. Really appreciate the chance to be here, and I'm truly honored to have been and chosen to win this award, as was alluded to earlier. I have been doing this for quite a while. My first full-time gig in student affairs work was in 1998, and my journey has taken me across 7 different campus institutions. Pretty easy to find common threads through all of those roles. One being that students usually have the answer. So all you need to do is listen. And the other being that supporting students, helping to create the conditions for their success is a team sport. And I have been a part of many truly amazing teams, and I'm very grateful for all of them. So I'm very grateful to my nominators, those who participated in saying nice enough stuff to get me to this spot. And also to all of the organizers who have put this on tonight, as well as everyone who's shown up. To me, this is exemplary of what Student Affairs' work is about, is that all of you are willing to show up and support one another when you undoubtedly have other things to do with your time. And then lastly, I would just like to most of all thank my family, my kids. They have grown up in student affairs. It has brought them unique experiences, and it's taken me away from them for hours at times. So I'm grateful for their ongoing support and patience. And I hope that them having the opportunity to be exposed to the kind of people who are on this call is helping them be better people, and will help them continue to work to change the world, which is the work that we're doing each and every day. So thanks very much.
Well said. Congratulations again. Big round of applause. Lots of hand claps, some comments in the chat for Jen. The final award of Excellence in Student Affairs goes to Pam Charbonneau. For nearly 30 years, Pam has exemplified exceptional leadership, deep professional expertise, and an unwavering commitment to enhancing the student experience at the University of Waterloo. Her legacy is defined by her vision, integrity, and enduring commitment to student success. Her contributions have helped shape the university's services, culture, and community for generations of students and staff. Here's your trivia question for Pam. And it's you got to write it out. What is Pam's current role at the University of Waterloo? Let's see who really knows you, Pam. Let's see who really listens. Well, Pam, you're going to have to help me out here. I am being told in the host script, which I follow to the T, Director of the Student Success Office. Are we going to accept Ryan's director, comma? Ryan has no regard for prepositions, or the office. Is that okay? Director, comma, Student Success? Because you also have Celine's Director of Student Success. So,
yeah, no, Director of Student Success is probably the most accurate version.
We're going to give it
Thank
up.
you.
Great job. And congratulations, Pam. We'll pass it on to you. Congratulations.
Thanks, Mitch. Thanks so much. And thanks for the warm introduction and the opportunity to say a few words. Really great to be here tonight, and certainly in such esteemed company with the other award winners and my colleagues. Some of us who've known each other for a really long time. And as Tony said, it's actually really great to see folks on this call that we haven't probably seen or been together in many years. So that's a nice treat. I'm deeply honored to receive the Award of Excellence in Student Affairs. I think one of the most meaningful parts of this recognition has been the opportunity to pause and reflect on my journey. And a lot of that is the many people who've been part of that, and who I'm very grateful to share this experience with. And the opportunity to share this this moment virtually with colleagues from across the country, and with family and friends as well who've supported me along the way. In that reflection, I went back and had to think about nearly 30 years ago, as a residence don, I facilitated my very first program for a floor of 50 first-year students. And I remember nervously standing in that common room, as many other res folks on this call probably can have a similar moment, inviting that group of young students to be part of something that I didn't fully understand myself. And in only 8 months, that group of strangers became a community grounded in connection, growth, successes, failures, laughter, tears, beer, and shared responsibility. In that moment, I understood the power of leadership to create spaces where people feel brave enough to learn and belong and contribute. And I knew that that experience would shape not only my career, but who I became. Student affairs has always been where purpose and people come together for me. To have the work recognized by this community is deeply humbling, and so I'm very grateful. I'm also grateful to my colleagues, mentors, and friends, those who challenge my thinking and remind me why this work matters. A special thank you to my nominators, Sasha Gear, Heather Westmoreland, Jennifer Gillies, and Chris Reed. You're some of the best humans I know, and some of the people that I'm so proud to work with each and every day. Chris, I'm especially grateful for your leadership and support. We've been teammates and coworkers and friends for almost those full 30 years of my career. And I'm really grateful for your leadership and support, which has provided me not only professional growth, but the opportunity for professional or personal balance. And I think that's so important. A huge thank you to my team, the various teams I've worked with over the years, my incredible colleagues over the past 28 years at Waterloo. You consistently exceed expectations. I never planned to be a lifer. I never planned to stay at Waterloo all these years, but I think it's kind of unique that I've been able to stay at one institution and feel so fulfilled in my career and my professional growth and development. We've done meaningful work together, and I'm really excited for what lies ahead. I also want to honor a dear friend and colleague, Leanne Holland Brown, who passed away almost 7 years ago this month. And Leanne was my thought partner and my safe place to test ideas, fail forward, and celebrate successes. Often over tea or wine or an Oreo blizzard. We laughed, we cried, we vented, we shared ideas. And I'd say much of the educator, leader, and parent I am today was shaped through our mutual support, and her influence continues to guide me. To the students I work with every day, thank you. You're the reason I love what I do, and you're always the bright spots that keep me going. And to my friends and family, thank you for your unwavering support. I'm especially grateful to my parents, who I still don't think fully know what I do. My husband, Sean, who's a former res lifer himself, our 3 wonderful children, and the many friends in this field who understand what this work asks of us and why we love it so much. Lastly, a thank you to CACUSS for creating a community where we can learn, grow, and lead together. I accept this award with great, deep gratitude and a renewed commitment to ensuring every student feels seen, supported, and empowered to thrive. Thank you for bringing us all together to celebrate tonight. I think with the many challenges we're all facing in our sector and in our campuses, the timing was just, I think, really special to have things to celebrate and to bring us together as community, because that's really what student affairs is all about. And I've been so privileged to have a career in this field for 30 years. And as much as I'm envious of Tony talking about retirement, I still feel so much energy and passion for this work that I see many more years to come. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Congratulations again. Really struck by the speeches, how student affairs services, not just a field, but a community, like Pam said. And I think in honor of Pam's comment, put in the chat what you think your family thinks you do for a living. Let's see what everyone makes of student affairs. And congratulations again, Pam, and all the recipients of the Award of Excellence in Student Affairs. Yeah, some great things coming out in the chat as well. I host great parties for students. We've made it to the final award of the evening. But we also have a little bit of time because we've been so efficient. You know how we are in student affairs. We are good at running events, programs, initiatives. And so I thought, since I've been given this opportunity, and we have some time before the last award, which I know we all want to get to, for those of us who've been in the field and involved in caucus for many years. You might recall several years ago, I'm going back, I want to say 2012, 13, 14, those years. There was a Twitter account, and this is back when we called it Twitter, CACUSS Lanyard. Who here remembers the CACUSS Lanyard Twitter 2016? Thank you, Jen Hamilton, with the fun facts. Now, if you know, I was very interested in knowing who was behind CACUSS Lanyard, and I'm not here tonight to tell you it was me. I'm here. It wasn't Jen Hamilton. I'm here to literally use up the time and hold our last award hostage until someone tells me who it is, because I don't think I'll have this opportunity again. Who was it? And I'm going to give a little background for those of you who don't know what this was. Someone back in the day, we had beautiful CACUSS lanyards that changed year to year, and someone made a Twitter account for the CACUSS lanyard, and they kept it a secret, and only that person. Sorry.
Said lanyard.
Said lanyard. Oh,
said lanyard.
Yes. You have it. You were not okay. I can see you on the screen. So there you have it. So I want to know who is behind CACUSS Lanyard. It's the CACUSS mystery that'll go, and I won't be able to sleep at night. No one? Thank you, Ryan, for digging up the archive. Someone here knows who CACUSS Lanyard is. I actually have a suspicion it could be our final award recipient, which is also my way of yes, if you reveal yourself tonight. The final award of the evening, unless you reveal yourself to be CACUSS Lanyard, and then you get all the fame and glory. The award of honor, the highest award given to a member of CACUSS. And this award goes to Jen Gonzalez, who's been a great sport with all my comments, right? Ding. Forgot that you have the final say. In short, her nominators describe Jen as a force. She leads with conviction, acts with intention, and inspires through action. Her standard of excellence challenges those around her to rise higher. Recognition is not something she seeks, but it's nice you're getting it tonight. It is something she unquestionably deserves. As a longstanding member of and contributor to the CACUSS community, Jen has been a mentor, a leader, an ambassador, and a champion of equity-centered student development. And our last trivia question is, Jen was president, no big deal, of UACAHO in which, am I pronouncing it correctly? I'll tell you later about how I tried so hard. There's a fun fact with it. Don't do this to me, Jen. Then now's your time to get back at me. Jen was president of that association that I previously named. In which UACAHO? Okay. What did I say?
Okay. OACUHO.
OACUHO. Okay. I'm, this is anti-Quebec. In which year? Was it A, 2008 to 2009, B, 2012 to 2013, C, 2016 to 2017, or D, 2020 to 2021? The answer is B, 2012 to 2013, right, Jen? Yes. So congratulations, Kristen. Jen, when you were in elementary school, I guess. And big congratulations to you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Mitch. We love a Montrealer who doesn't know how to pronounce OACUHO, the Ontario Association of College and University Housing Officers. And obviously tonight we're here to celebrate CACUSS. I'm so honored, especially to see all of the other award winners to get this award and this honor at this time. I know how much we have to make time for nominations and for serving on boards. And so to all the organizers and the folks who put forward letters, I'd really like to thank them. Nadia Rosemont, Cameo, my best friend and co-conspirator from orientation week as first year students. We are an orientation week success story. Adam Kewen, Rachel Brecka, Jem McMillan, Dale Mullings, Adrian Leckie, and our colleague Tricia Seifert, who wrote from ACPA for this honor tonight. Big kudos to folks who told us to do 2 minutes, because did I put a longer thing through Gemini today? Yes, I did, to get it to 2 minutes, but now I'm going to try and stretch it out a little bit. I have been reflecting, much like Pam talked about, on how CACUSS unites brilliant minds and big hearts across our country to connect us and to make sure that we get our cups filled when we go back to our campuses to serve our students so well. And when I think about all the people across our country who do this work on a daily basis, I'm just so inspired and moved to think of the students and lives that we're shaping, and just trying to make our world a better place at this time, which I think is so awesome and so needed. I am an elder millennial, and so I found lots of inspiration in books long before social media and 20-second reels made their way into my life. And so in doing my reflection, I thought of 3 quotes that just have really anchored my journey. The first one is from my days as a student and a new professional at the University of Guelph, where I got to work with incredible humans who are in the room tonight, like Chantal Joy and Chad Nuttall, and now the award-winning Kristen Lennon. I was her residence manager. And the motto for our student life department was "The journey is the reward." We saw that on campus in posters, on little pamphlets, and I think about that motto literally every week as I navigate the challenges of the day. And certainly think about those who have been a part of my past. So I want to thank all those folks for making my journey so joyful. A second, as just an attendee at CACUSS in 2011 when we were hosting at then Ryerson, our colleague Rob Shea, who won the Award of Honor that year, went up at a beautiful banquet and gave us the words of Isaac Newton. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. And while I never worked one day with Rob, he always made time at conferences to make eye contact and ask me how my days were going and ask me how my year was going. And I'd like to thank the ancestors who are in the room, my personal ancestors, my familial ancestors, who have made my practice so much better by just allowing me to stand on their shoulders for moments at a time to see the view from a different vantage point. And certainly I take the responsibility to be an ancestor to those who are coming behind us so seriously and so intentionally. And so I hope I can provide vantage points for those who are coming and making things better always along the way. And finally, the words on a poster I bought as a young RA at the Imaginist poster sale in the University Center at the University of Guelph, and they still ring in my heart every single day. It's by the incomparable educator Margaret Mead, who said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." So thank you to all of you for being those citizens. May we keep shining our lights big and bright as we steward and guide our student experience, and all the students who are coming and choosing very intentionally to come to us to get their credentials, to make their dreams come true. Higher education has transformed my life, and I hope I can continue to be of service for many, many years to come. Thank you so much.
Well said. Congratulations, Jen. A big round of applause. Everyone should be clapping. This is the highest award given to a member of CACUSS, received the highest clapping. And now I'll say, this tells you the type of type A person I am, but also my lack of memory is when I do see something in a script, I actually, and I don't know how to pronounce it, what I'll do is I'll look for a YouTube video where I think someone will pronounce it. And I did that for Wakaho. Okay, I don't know if that's right. I tried to look at the video, and I found a video where it was being pronounced. So I did do the research, but my memory is so poor. But I thought, given our honorees tonight, I'm going to put the link to that video because I watched it so I could get the pronunciation, but there were a few surprises in the video as well. So at your own time, you are welcome to watch that video from 12 years ago. And maybe you'll see some familiar faces in it as well. I tried real hard to pronounce it correctly. So thank you for bearing with me. And a big round of applause again for our Award of Honor recipient, Jen Gonzalez.
Yay!
And with that, folks, we are coming to the end of our award ceremony, unless someone wants to reveal CACUSS lanyard? Where it wasn't me. Now, if you're watching the recording and you are CACUSS lanyard who's watching the recording, then message me. Huge congratulations to all of our recipients. Thank you, everyone who nominated. Thank you, everyone who came tonight. Thank you, everyone who helped with this, who attended. You really helped make this ceremony a very extra special, especially if you had a reaction to any of my offhand jokes. I really appreciate that. I do want to thank the awards committee for all their hard work since last fall. Their names are on your screen. They went through all the nominations, the deliberating, the planning of this event. I do want to give a special shout out to Ruth from CACUSS, who has been working with me and had, let's call it, the pleasure of dealing with me as host, and received that image I sent of me. That was me who put myself on top of a little tuxedo clip art, and Ruth rolled with it. So thank you, Ruth, for also all your work for CACUSS and making sure that this event is able to run so smoothly, for the side techs keeping me on track. So thank you, everybody in the awards committee. Thank you, everybody on the CACUSS team as well. We hope the end of the term for everyone is treating you well, depending on where you are in student affairs. Maybe this is the start of a very busy season for you. Maybe it's coming to a little bit of a crawl right now. We hope to see many of you at the virtual conference in June, or even next week at the Academic Advising Summit. And our last segment for the evening is optional, but super fun. There will be 2 breakout rooms that we've created, and the award recipients have been randomly placed in one of the rooms. You can join a breakout room, chat with the recipients, give them their flowers, metaphorically or physically, if you get their address, edible arrangements even. Jen, put in the chat if you'll accept inedible arrangements. The rooms will be open for 15 minutes, so we'll go until about 7:45, 7:50. You're welcome to move in and out of the breakout rooms. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, wherever you are. Bonne nuit. Merci beaucoup d'être ici ce soir. Thank you very much for being here tonight, and for bearing with me. And Sterling, if you can stay afterwards so that we can have a little chat, that'd be great. And thank you all so much, everyone. Let's break out into some rooms and chat with our winners.